Today we will be discussing the derivation of IS curve, which is an important part of IS and LM model. The IS and LM model, it was developed by Professor John Hicks in the year 1937. In the year 1936, Professor J.M. Keynes presented his theory, जिसका नाम है द थ्योरी ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंटरेस्ट एंड मनी। वो थ्योरी का बाद प्रोफेसर जॉन हिक्स 1937 में ये जो ISLM मॉडल इसको प्रेजेंट किए थे। इस मॉडल में प्रोफेसर हिक्स एक्सप्लेन किए what is the relationship between rate of interest and income, I mean national income, and in the economy how the equilibrium rate of interest and national income can be determined. The relationship, the equilibrium rate of interest and national income can be determined with the help of IS and LM कर्व। आज हम उसी मॉडल का एक पार्ट डेरिवेशन ऑफ IS कर्व बारे में आज हम पढ़ेंगे। IS, I फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड S फॉर सेविंग। इन द IS कर्व, प्रोफेसर हिक्स established the relationship between rate of interest and national income when there is an equality between saving and investment. Economy can be at a point of equilibrium. The equilibrium can be achieved when aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. Aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply means saving is equal to investment. When there is an equality between saving and investment, economy is at the point of equilibrium. उसी पॉइंट में जो रिलेशनशिप है रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एंड नेशनल इनकम, सो दैट इज प्रेजेंटेड बाय IS कर्व। सो IS कर्व रिप्रेजेंट करता है रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एंड नेशनल इनकम का रिलेशनशिप जब इकोनॉमी इक्विलिब्रियम पॉइंट पर है, जहाँ पर सेविंग इज इक्वल टू इन्वेस्टमेंट और एग्रीगेट डिमांड इज इक्वल टू एग्रीगेट सप्लाई। लेट अस सी हाउ कैन यू show the relationship between rate of interest and national income. You know that rate of interest and investment, which is one of the important component of aggregate demand, both are inversely related. जब इकोनॉमी में रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ज़्यादा होगा, इन्वेस्टमेंट, प्लान इन्वेस्टमेंट कम होगा। सिमिलरली जब रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट घटेगा, प्लान इन्वेस्टमेंट ज़्यादा होगा। जब प्लान इन्वेस्टमेंट ज़्यादा होगा, एग्रीगेट डिमांड विल राइज। जब एग्रीगेट डिमांड राइज करेगा इकोनॉमी में, तो इक्विलिब्रियम नेशनल इनकम विल बी डिटरमाइंड एट ए हायर लेवल। सो IS कर्व shows an inverse relationship between rate of interest and equilibrium level of national income. Let us see how can we derive the IS कर्व। ये जो डेरिवेशन है IS कर्व का, इसमें देर आर 4 पार्ट। पार्ट A, पार्ट B, पार्ट C एंड पार्ट D। आप डायग्राम में देख सकते हैं, पार्ट है आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट कर्व, जो डिपेंड करता है रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पर। इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बोथ आर इन्वर्स रिलेशन। इन्वर्सली रिलेटेड. पार्ट बी में यू सी देर इज ए 45-degree line. This 45-degree line shows there is an equality between investment and saving. At each point of the 45-degree line, there is an equality between saving and investment. In part C, the curve is saving curve or saving function. Saving, national saving is always depending on national income. And you know there is a direct relationship between the saving curve, between the saving and income. Here national income. जैसे जैसे नेशनल इनकम बढ़ेगा सेविंग बढ़ेगा. तो सेविंग इज ए फंक्शन ऑफ नेशनल इनकम. So that's why the saving curve in the diagram is positively sloped, is upward sloping. And in the fourth part, that is the D part, IS curve is derived. You see, at R0 level of rate of interest, the investment is I0. And when there is I0 investment, you see, what about the saving? Saving is S0, which is a function of national income Y0. In part D, you see saving S0 and I0 both are equal to each other. So, the equilibrium national income is OY0. At R0 rate of interest, the national income is Y0. Similarly, when rate of interest rises to R1, investment declines to I1. When investment declines, income declines to Y1. With the fall in income, saving declines to S1. Again, there is an equality in the part B between saving and investment, that is S1 is equal to I1. डायग्राम में आप देख सकते हो. तो पार्ट बी में इक्वालिटी है सेविंग एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट का. दैट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम इन द इकोनॉमी. सो R1 रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट में जो इक्विलिब्रियम इनकम है, आप पार्ट डी में देखो Y1 है. So, the relationship between R1 and Y1 is presented by point M on the IS curve. And the relationship between R0 and Y0 is presented by the point M on the IS curve. So, there are 2 points on the IS curve. एक है M, another is N. So, दोनों point represent there is an inverse relationship between rate of interest and the level of national income. This is what the concept of IS curve. So this is the explanation of derivation of IS curve. We have already discussed. So now let us see what is the slope of IS curve. I have already discussed. ये जो IS curve है, इसका जो slope है नेगेटिव है. मतलब जब रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट घट जाता है, इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ता है, एग्रीगेट डिमांड बढ़ता है, नेशनल इनकम बढ़ता है. सो द फॉल इन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, नेशनल इनकम इंक्रीजेस. इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप. सिमिलरली व्हेन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट राइजेस, इन्वेस्टमेंट डिक्लाइन्स इन द इकोनॉमी, एग्रीगेट डिमांड फॉल्स, so equilibrium national income declines. So this is what the relationship between rate of interest and level of national income. So rate of interest and level of national income both are inversely related. What is presented by IS curve? The IS curve can shift rightward, can shift leftward also. There are some factors which are responsible for the shifting of IS curve. IS curve can shift with the increase in autonomous investment. अगर ऑटोनोमस इन्वेस्टमेंट जो इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉफिट फॉर इनकम पर डिपेंड नहीं करता है, ऑटोनोमस इन्वेस्टमेंट यू नो इट इज इनकम इन इलास्टिक, इट डज नॉट चेंज विद द चेंज इन इनकम। अगर इकोनॉमी में ऑटोनोमस इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ता है तो आईएएस का राइटवर्ड शिफ्ट करेगा। सिमिलरली when there is fall in autonomous investment, in that situation the IS curve shift leftward. So this is all about the explanation of derivation of IS curve. In the next video we will be discussing the derivation of LM curve. Thank you so much.